The introverted black woman is also a trigger in the workplace. If you're new here, this is part 13 of my series, Black and Female in Corporate America. When I was working as a paralegal for a government agency, the office was downtown, and so there were a lot of things within walking distance: getting lunch, running errands, post office, getting coffee. And on one particular day, I decided to get some coffee, when I came in that morning and put my things away. And I came back, and one of the things the women at the office like to do whenever anybody left the building for anything, they always wanted to go in a group. So they're emailing, doing Teams meetups like, hey, let's go get some coffee, or let's go pick up lunch together. I didn't care to participate in that because, again, I'm in a space where I don't really feel safe. And, as black women, when we're in these workplaces and we don't feel safe, we have to be careful how we move, because even small talk can get us into trouble. So I get my coffee, I come back, and one of my coworkers saw me. She was one of those employees that's always watching everybody's move, especially me. And she starts whispering around to people at the office that I went to get coffee by myself, like it was some big deal that I didn't email any of the other ladies at the office and ask if they wanted to go with me. And so later on that day, she stops by my desk and she just said, if you wanted somebody to go with you, one of us could have went. We all could have went together to get coffee, because we'd went, earlier that day and picked up coffee. And I said, oh, it's fine. Sometimes I just want to be by myself. And you could tell it really bothered her. And she just kind of stood there at my desk. And, at this point, I didn't really give her anything else other than, it's not a big deal. I don't mind getting things by myself. And she kind of stands there for a minute. At this point, I just turned back around to my computer, didn't say anything, and she finally walked off. But it just goes to show as another example, we're always expected to participate in these office activities. And, if you don't feel safe in these spaces, you want to limit your interaction as much as possible. And a lot of times when we did lunches, I would, take PTO just so I could avoid the office lunch, the birthday dinners, things like that, because it was just not a very comfortable place for me to be in. The conversation, somebody was always going to say something out of pocket. But again, we're just expected to just cater to them and be at their beck and call, their disposal. If we keep to ourselves, that's a problem. When I had my review, my manager brought up, this whole thing with the coffee and about the lunches, and said, you need to make more of an effort to immerse yourself in the company culture and try to mingle with people and make friends. And I'm like, these folks are not my friends, and these are not people I would want to hang out with outside of work.